A Hammond couple says their neighbors are operating an illegal marina along their private road, and they're going to court to stop it. 7 News reporter Lexi Bruning takes a deeper dive into the legal paperwork.
This is Millsap Lane, a private road in the town of Hammond, but residents George and Sally Benvegno say it's being used for a public purpose. These court papers filed by the couple at the end of November accuse their neighbors, Kim and Diane Shaver, of operating and recently expanding a marina without the required permits. The Benvegnos allege the Shavers can accommodate up to 20 boats on their property, have advertised for the marina, and made money off of it. The paperwork also alleges the marina's customers have used the private road across the Benvegnos' property to access the alleged marina. The Benvegnos say their peace and enjoyment of their property have been damaged and the neighbors' actions have reduced their property value. The two are looking for $200,000 in damages. The court papers also allege the town of Hammond sent the Shavers a cease and desist order over the issue. The claim was confirmed by Hammond's code officer Lisa Thompson. In these meeting minutes from a September Hammond Planning Board meeting, Thompson said she had to issue the cease and desist because a lawyer had contacted her. She went on to say the Shavers told her they do not have, nor do they want to run, a marina. Thompson said she does not find the owner's docks or property to fall under any commercial or marina criteria. The most recent paperwork was filed at the end of December, with the Shavers denying the allegations, writing they are, quote, completely without merit and cannot be supported by a reasonable argument. They filed a counterclaim of $10,000 against the Benvegnos. Lexi Bruning, 7 News.